So it was a big season for Felicity in season 3. She got a lot of things. She lost a lot of things. What is aside from her relationship with Oliver, what is it that Felicity is looking for now? She has the man she loves, but what else is she looking for?
Well, I think that she sort of left this world behind her, and she wasn't necessarily aware how much she was going to miss it, and that is going to be the next big challenge for her. She's also testing what this relationship is going to mean as well, to a certain extent, because Oliver has promised now that now's the time. Like, we can do this now. I'm okay. I've let go of some things that I was, and maybe now's our time. It's going to work. And she's trusted in that in him, and now maybe she's thinking, I'm missing something. What am I missing?
Well, with the eventual return of the two of you, it seems everyone on TV now has picked up a weapon and started fighting, not you. In a sense, I mean, are we going to see any more physicality from Felicity?
Offended. One. Two, she kicks ass behind the computer. She's a hero in her own sense. I do think it would be irresponsible of Diggle and Oliver for the past 3 seasons to not be training her. There's a lot that we buy when we watch story or TV that we say that happens off screen, and I believe it because you never get story anywhere. And she works out. So she just stood up like 5 every once in a while. I do believe that she has been training, but I don't know if we're going to see her physical, because if she were to be physical, who's going to be behind the computer? And she's a hero in her own sense, whether she has a suit or not.
So she ran off at the end of the season. How do you think her mom's going to feel about it?
Well, I bet you Mom's pretty damn happy. Mom probably wants babies. Mom probably wants like a nice little house, and I don't know if this does. But I think Mom would be pretty happy. She'd be happy to see her daughter with a strong man who cares about her, isn't malicious or gonna leave her. I think that's important. She's in love.
Are we ready to jump at the thought of, okay, let's run away at the final moment into the sunset? Is she ultimately happy with this season when we come back, or is she still really in her
She's happy within her relationship, but her relationship's going to take a lot of work. I mean, we come back within 5 months. We come back 5 months later. And so they've had 5 months of travel and kind of spending time together like they've never spent time together. And they're not running from people killing them all the time because they've been away. But with that said, I don't know what we were talking about earlier, what she's so missing. She's got to feel a void if she's running away. But like, where's her purpose? Where is she finding that? But she is in love, and we're gonna see them go through a little couple things. So that's always fun. Hopefully, she gets her witty banter back.
Are there gonna be any hints to Daddy Smoke? I don't know. Like, I personally believe it's Damien, but I don't know.
I hope so. So I was in the writers' room the other day, like sneaking peeks at the wall, and I feel like if it's going to come, it's going to come at the end of this season or closer to the end. There's a lot of things we have to flesh out, but it wasn't on there yet. And I really want to know, because that's something that they've teased me since season 2. So I got my mom, so that's good.
Charlotte is amazing.
She is such a strong character. She has me from day one, even behind the computer, and even more so. But fans seem very split on the relationship with Oliver.
As they should be.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? Like, do you think they work better as friends or as lovers?
I don't necessarily know if it's working better in a relationship. I do think that if they give it a fair shot and they're honest to each other and they trust each other, I think that's a beautiful union in anyone. But Oliver's had a hard time trusting, and I think it's made Felicity kind of have a hard time trusting, because you're with someone that you care for and that you love, and sometimes you can be in love with somebody and not be with them. That's always a hard pill to swallow. I think that some of them should be mad, some of them should be happy. I'm not sure who I agree with per se. I didn't necessarily think she gave enough respect to Ray. I don't think she justified her relationship. It wasn't like the relationship wasn't small for Felicity. And I think she learned a lot about herself, and if she could be in a relationship with somebody who really cares for her, then I think that was a really important learning curve for her, and maybe that's sort of what's led her to this now, and now she's able to do this because it takes two. But I was a little upset at her for not giving more difficult, and it gets even worse when they turn into dust. So, we'll see.
What can you tease about Felicity's role on Vixen? Because I believe you're going to be on it.
What's that?
On Vixen, the new animated show.
Vixen.
Yeah, I read somewhere that you and Carlos Valles and Grant Gustin, Stephen and Mel were going to be on it. On Vixen, that, you know.
So I don't know much about it.
Oh.
Like, I'm going like, did that ever? It was supposed to happen.
Maybe I read something wrong.
I know. I was like, I think so, but not. It's not. I don't really know how to answer it because it was a long time ago, and I'm not sure when we're gonna get to do it. that passed through my brain very quickly.
Yeah.
We've
So
seen
thank you for reminding me.
we've